Hi everyone, just starting this next video where we left the last A6 video. So on London Road, Manchester at the moment, got Manchester Piccadilly train station coming up. That's one of the railway bridges going into the station. Now the A6 originally continued all the way through Manchester city centre, went up London Road where we are at the moment, onto Piccadilly, through Piccadilly past Piccadilly Gardens, onto Market Street, straight down Market Street, St Mary's Gate, Blackfriars, and then did a left into Chapel Street. Now most of it is not drivable. This section coming up still is drivable, but shortly it'll end and it go into the tram tracks. So what I'm going to do is, I have to take the left turn here, so I'm going to park up and go for a bit of a wander. So just currently on the footbridge which leads into Manchester Piccadilly train station. As you can see here, that's looking south, back towards London Road and the railway bridge I drove under before. You can see now the entire A6 is dedicated that side to the trams. So turning it around, looking towards Piccadilly. As you can see there, still available to drive southbound, but you can't go very far northbound. So I'm going to restart the journey driving from where that junction comes through. So on the original A6 coming up towards Piccadilly. Now coincidentally, I didn't plan this. This is normally a bus gate, but Manchester Pride was taking place. So they've actually opened it up. So I've actually been able to go further than you would normally be allowed, because they've removed some of the bus lanes while the Pride Festival's going on. So back out to the van now. Can't drive towards Market Street down this section. This is Piccadilly. So as you can see here, most of the pedestrianised. You can go the other way, but that would be coming down Oldham Road. Got my partner in crime with me as usual. So as you can see, some quite old buildings what would have been here when the A6 ran through originally. As it goes further down, it's now dedicated to the trams, completely pedestrianised. So just leave it running for a little bit down this section. Just under the Arndale Centre now. So it's quite crazy to think that 4 lanes of traffic would be running under here at one point. We can certainly see, I don't know if the buildings are exactly the same width apart, but you can see how they could easily have fitted 4 lanes of traffic under here at one point. So back in the van now, this is St Mary's Gate, and these traffic lights coming up here are at the junction with Deansgate. Now the original A6 continued ahead here onto Blackfriars. So I'm going to leave it at running at normal speed as we go down Blackfriars. Then get to the junction further down and it does a left onto Chapel Street. When we get to the junction of Chapel Street, I'm going to do a left, and that is still the A6. So I'll just run that in double speed. This is one of the sections that's probably changed the most. This is Broad Street, Pendleton in Salford. They built the dual carriageway in the mid-1970s. Before that, it was a simple 2-lane road, 1 lane either side, but there was parades of shops, houses, loads of different things along here. Now further up, this is technically the East Lancs now. Still the A6, but it ultimately leads onto the East Lancashire Road. So to stay on the A6, you have to turn off to stay on. Now the road originally would have run from in front of those shops you can see on the right of the picture. That is still technically Broad Street. So it would have run along that short section there. Obviously it's all been changed since the roundabout was put in. Then it would have gone through approximately where the trees are in the top middle of the picture now, up against the church. So I think the road would have followed the line of the church wall where the grass is now. So following the line of the old road, you can see the church in the bottom right hand corner of the shot there. It would have run approximately in line with where that tunnel is now. So obviously it's all been changed completely since the dual carriageway was put in. So as you can see from the drone, it doesn't follow the exact route of the new tunnel. The road would have gone on the grass, which is in the centre of the picture now. That is leading onto Bolton Road. So on the other side of the dual carriageway now, looking back towards Manchester, the road would have gone approximately where the line of trees are in the centre of the picture at the moment. So heading back northbound, I think the road would have gone slightly to the left of that big lamppost there, so it would have run along where the grass is now. As you can see, there's now an underpass been built. I think the road would have gone to the left of the existing bridge now, and it would have gone where the grass and the trees are in the centre of the picture there. You see some houses slightly to the left a bit, which will look quite old houses then. Now, you can see the mini roundabout coming up. You got the now A6 on the right, which is Broad Street dual carriageway. But the original A6 is still drivable. That's Bolton Road in front of them terraced houses. So, once I brought the drone down, I'm going to have a drive along that section. So top end of Bolton Road now. As you can see, there's been a massive roundabout built here. The existing A6, this is where, if you stay on the dual carriageway Broad Street, it becomes the A580 East Lancashire Road. So you've got to follow the A6 now. You come off Broad Street dual carriageway and you go back onto the original alignment, which you can see here. So I'm flying the drone approximately where the original alignment would have been. So it would have been straight over the top of the existing roundabout. And you can see the existing original alignment in the centre of the picture there. So what I'm going to do is, it's on the existing original alignment. So once I've brought the drone down, I'll just put it into time lapse and take it along there. I'm going to drive this section now to the Bolton border. Then I'm going to start the next video from the Bolton border on that one. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you can like and subscribe to the channel, really do appreciate it. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, everyone.